I spent next 10 hours learning how to play Torbjorn to prove that he is the easiest DPS character to rank up. Here is how it went. I spent my first hour of the challenge browsing the YouTube for the best Torbjorn guides I could find. I was looking at the points of view from the best Torbjorn OTP players, especially very interesting videos with like compilation of turret spots and gameplay. I highly advise you to go for it if you want to improve. And then I topped it off with a workshop called practice mode, where I learned how to like aim and stuff. Jesus Christ, my aim was so horrible back then. I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, you gotta hit those, bro. You seriously gotta hit those. And then we went for a game. The first game of the challenge was exceptionally interesting. It was a high diamond low masters game right from the start, so there was no room for error. Even though I did not have any experience with Torbjorn, except like what I did with like a 5-minute warm-up and then guides, I did pretty okay. My turret spots, like I'm looking at the footage right now, it was pretty horrible. That was a very interesting moment. I thought my ultimate is gonna get cancelled, but then boom, I just exploded to my opponents. So yeah, I was able to find a pretty cheeky turret spots, and they were not able to like do anything against them. So that was great. Although there are definitely better spots. Like I'm looking at the footage right now and I can see that. All in all, was it a great match? Not really. Would it, like, honestly, on Cassidy it would be so much easier. Like I'm looking at it right now, but again, it takes time to learn a character. It takes time to really get into the habit and the flow. And we were able to close it there. I think the 3-hour mark is when all the suffering begins, and poor boy Chris does not understand what kind of challenge and struggles he's gonna get when playing Torbjorn. He's definitely not ready for that. His little psyche is not gonna handle the stress, anxiety, and like it was just horrible. This guy on Genji is top 500 player on a tank, and he is a master's DPS. And for some reason, game thinks that it's gonna be exceptionally fair to put me with 200 hours against a player like this. Surely he is not gonna use his tank knowledge to like get advantage in DPS games. All in all, I did hold my ground pretty well. Unfortunately, this is a control point map, which is pretty horrible for Torbjorn, simply because, like, on this particular map, I haven't found a single good, like, turret spot that's hidden and pretty hard to get rid of when you are playing, like, against it. I learned a few pretty good shots. Unfortunately, if I would want to win this game, I would need to, like, carry exceptionally hard. Like, but in this clip, you can see that my Ramator player is going for a huge ulti play, and I'm so I don't know. What am I? I'm so useless, you know? It's just insane. I think this turret placement is a great representation of my dreams and hopes of this Torbjorn challenge. 55% win rate on overbuff throughout the whole, like, entire ranks, right? And I think I'm gonna be like, I'm thinking I'm gonna be cheeky and stuff, but I just got destroyed, just like my turret. I got absolutely clapped throughout the whole challenge. I think I would have definitely had the chance to do something if I would have played Cassidy or another hit scan. Unfortunately, the enemy DPS was Pharah and Soldier, who were just the worst to play against, especially when they are pocketed. I got absolutely destroyed. My mental was pretty low, and like that's the only good clip I have for this game. It was just like, oh my god. In every single practice, whether you are going for a gym session, whether it's meditation, learning to play a musical instrument, there is always a moment of frustration and despair, complete void, when you like don't understand why the hell are you doing that. There are no results, You don't understand whether it's worth it or not. And then there is a moment where you're like, yo, I can actually make it work. And that was exactly the moment with the Hour 5 game. I was like, yo, this is actually working. This is great. I can carry my team. I can be useful. That was a great turret placement. They were just not ready for it. Yeah, I learned how to like place my turret in a better way. I kind of understood how my bullet velocity works on the left click. It was just great. This Zen player is absolutely insane. Like, this guy is so correct. I think he's a GM on another role, and he's just playing support. But yeah, anyways, we were just like, I was having so much fun like this particular game. Unfortunately, I just could not hit this guy, and then I landed a lucky headshot on that guy and died from cringe at the end. Anyways, that was an awesome game. By the way, this guy on our Reinhardt, I added him to a friend list, and he said that he's doing Reinhardt to GM with no shield challenge. Like, oh my, seriously, man? And at the end, this guy just died from cringe in my molten core. So satisfying. On the 6-hour mark of the challenge, I decided to invite my friend, who's a high masters player, and lobbies quickly escalated from being bearable to like me being a horrendous Torbjorn player to completely above my level. There are multiple grandmasters in the lobby, even a top 500 guy. Again, the same freaking Russian guy. Like, this guy was the bane of my existence throughout the whole challenge. I swear, like this Russian guy that I had 2-tap right there. Oh my god, that was harsh. Even though I was pretty new to like Torbjorn, and they had pretty good counters against me. Zarya is a great counter. Hanzo is a great counter. I did okay. We lost the game anyways, but that's not the case, right? We don't care about that. I would still miss quite a few shots. My ultimates was a little bit too clunky, and my turret placement was not that great. For example, right here, you could have placed the turret on the left, and that would be way better. But yeah, that's unfortunately how it went for this time. Maybe in next hours we'll be able to prove that Torbjorn is an insane character, exceptional character. You just need practice and time and experience on the character to make it really shine. It's very interesting how the Overwatch matchmaking system works. Sometimes you're playing tank and you have Mercy Lucio and you just wanna cry and like leave and delete the game from the start. And sometimes you have this Zen player who's a Grandmaster level dude who's probably smurfing and just diffing everyone in the lobby. Holy, that guy was insane. On the 7-hour mark, I felt that my turret placement is a lot better now. I figured out that you can actually place a turret on the head level, so if your character can see a person, you can place a turret right on that spot, and the turret will also see a person. Enemy team were just having like a lot of trouble playing against us. The ball was just not doing much because Torbjorn is a great counter to that character. I was struggling quite a lot. At the end he switched to Doomfist, but it did not help them at all. And after a quick stagger and a few ultimates spent, we were able to convert this game into a W right here to prove that Torbjorn is an insane character. Not really, it's just horrible. Probably Torbjorn has its time and like place, and you can probably make it work, but oh my god, I was struggling. 8-hour mark is when I can confidently say that I've achieved the level of competence that I can play in Masters lobbies and not suffer tremendously from the lack of skill and not tilt my teammates at all. Every single Tracer player that I've played against switched after the first death. Like, this game is rock, paper, scissors, obviously, and you definitely make them suffer, like, absolutely definitely make every Tracer player suffer tremendously. That was a massive molten core, and this whole clip was actually insane. I felt that I'm useful again, and that was an insane feeling. That was an exceptional feeling. I like it a lot. Would I say that Torbjorn is a great character? Okay, I would say that it has its time and place, and you can definitely make it work. Is it good on all maps? Absolutely no. Push maps, forget about it. Point control maps, you can also forget about Torbjorn. Absolutely horrendous choice. You better off taking dive or a brawl comp. It feels like Torbjorn is not suitable for any of those. Well, surely I hit a lot more shots than before. Surely I land like my turrets in a better place, so it has more value and stuff. But at the end of the day, do I have like the highest win rate of all characters and stuff? No, I still lose games. I still don't have as much value to win games. Like, for example, look at this clip. I'm playing against Kiriko, bro. Like, okay, dude. The hour 9 is when you can finally start hearing the boss music every single time you play against me. Holy, like, I finally was able to utilize like, oh, cheeky cool turret spots. For example, this one on Ilias is insane. It is actually so great. You could actually put the turret even higher than that, but you need to go on the ledge for it. Oh my god, I actually had value. Like, ooh. Look at that cheeky shot here, and look at that cheeky shot there, and we are blasting through it. Arisa versus Reinhardt, we can take it any day of the week. And then here I felt like Kratos, you know? The boss music stopped, and that's it. That's it. Look at that soldier. He's so clueless. He probably never played against Torbjorn in his whole life, man. Come on, dude. And there, the second round, I completely popped off here. Whoo! Look at that, dude. I went for that. Boom, boom. Started going here. Massive right clicks onto the enemy Sigma. Unfortunately, he got healed. And I died from cringe here. That's not a problem. And we are ending our 9 with this beautiful and amazing play. Oh no, that's gonna be in another clip. So we div this Genji. And then we're gonna absolutely destroy everyone here. Look at that, nanoed. This guy nanoed as well. I just right click him to death. This guy's gonna die, this guy's gonna die, and we top it off with a soldier kill, I believe. Yep, that's it. Ten hours of this absolutely horrible, abrupt chaos has come to an end, and you probably want to hear my honest thoughts and opinion about this beautiful and amazing character with 55% win rate throughout the whole ranks on overbuff. Completely fake info, or people are taking it on a very specific maps. I don't know, was it my luck or something? My win rate was 45%. Yes, 45%. Was it horrible? Absolutely. It was absolutely horrible. Every single game I played against Genji, and every single game I played against Pharah. And this character, absolutely horrible. This character is just absolutely horrible. But when you're playing Torbjorn, you're making them overpowered. Well, that's one thing, right? Another thing is that it's not a hit scan. I absolutely hate, like, what am I doing here? What am I doing with my molten core? I thought it's gonna go through the oh my god, I'm so bad. Anyways, would I recommend this character? No. In terms of my enjoyment of the character, what kind of tier I would give him? B tier. Absolute S tier is Ramatra. Absolute S tier is Widowmaker. Absolute S tier is Kiriko. This character is B tier maximum. It's horrible, guys. It is horrible. It's like, bro, it's literally a cursed weapon, or what is the name? Like a Frostmourne, right, from Warcraft. You take it, you gain power of non-aiming, but then you suffer, you know, you switch to a hit scan character, you're like, whoa, where is my aim? My aim just like disappeared. Bro, but because you're not training, because you're playing Torbjorn with aimbot turret, bro. That doesn't make like it doesn't take any skill, and then you're molten core. That's my honest like review. Would I recommend you playing it? Sure, on some maps, not push maps, not like push the payload maps are great. Look at that monkey. He's just waiting for us. Oh no, no. Anyways, thank you very much for being there. Thank you very much for enjoying the content. See you in the next one. Take care.